Hey, my name is Luke Bolton, and for my campaign, I will be talking about Nike lacrosse cleats, or the Nike Huarache lacrosse cleats to be exact. So, for history, for Nike itself, Nike is one of, if not the most popular sporting brands in the entire world. Nike was first created in 1964 by Bill Powerman, who was a track and field coach at Oregon University. So if you're wondering why they have all those nice uniforms and always look, the best, that's why. Nike has created many sporting products such as football equipment, baseball equipment, honestly any sporting equipment, but they are most relevant for their apparel. Their clothing and shoes are worn worldwide and have been for quite some time. So getting into the cleats that they created, the Nike Huarache lacrosse cleats, they've been a staple elite lacrosse footwear for years now. I actually had a pair myself. And throughout the years that they've been on the come up, they've had many updates along the way to keep them at the top of the market. And you can see the differences throughout the many models that they have put out in the last few years. The lacrosse cleats, the Huarache, they actually come from the shoe that they created a few years back. So the cleat is known for its incredibly comfortable fit and allows you to make lightning quick cuts. And they are the favorite among men and women lacrosse players at the highest levels of competition currently. So, target audience. When creating an advertisement for a specific product or service, you need to know a lot about the ideal consumer for that product or service. So tying into lacrosse, it is one of the biggest growing sports for kids in the entire country. However, most people who play it are kids and high schoolers, and very few make it to the collegiate level because there's not a lot of teams in the D1 division, so not a lot of offers. Most players are students and most are male. However, there are a lot of female out there. Even though women's lacrosse is very much still a thing, men tend to play it more. There's a lot more men out there. Knowing all of this, I would create an advertisement targeting high school level athletic males. You need to understand the psychographic details of the specific group you're targeting. You should get a feel for their hobbies, values, and personal beliefs and behaviors. This way you can really hook them and persuade them to buy your item. For my specific audience, being males of the high school range, they like to relate to sports, look good, be competitive. So the best media platform for this group would be, I'd think, commercials on ESPN or ads, popular social media, Instagram, that sort of thing. An influencer that would be great for my audience is Paul Rabel. Paul Rabel revolves all of his content around lacrosse. He's been playing the sport for a very long time and is still very influential today involving the game. He was a former Major League Lacrosse player, most know him as the best to ever play the game, which I believe. If you play lacrosse, you know who he is. From there, he's used his talents to teach and better kids with the sport. He's also created and plays in a new lacrosse league named the PLL, which a lot of people enjoy more than the regular Major League Lacrosse. All right, so for my creative brief, for athletic males who play lacrosse, Nike lacrosse cleats provide them with the ability to soar past their opponents. Key points I have here are Nike's model has the best shape for your foot. They're the most durable on the market, being made of leather, and they look the cleanest for all the people who like to look the best, which is a lot of people nowadays. Few points I got here. When buying lacrosse cleats, you will become faster on the field. You will also feel light on your feet and always be comfortable. And of course, you will look the best. After buying and testing out the Nike lacrosse cleats, consumers should be determined to grind at their sport even more. They should feel better, which in return makes you play better. The goal is to have consumers recommend these cleats to their other friends. Some more goals I have are have the best lacrosse cleats on the market and have it be known, which is known right now, but I'd like for them to grow even more, make a lot of people want to utilize them. Another goal, make it so that consumers who buy our cleats enjoy them so much that it becomes their lifelong sports shoe. So they never change any cleats, they just continue to utilize the Huaraches. All right, media plan. The medias I decided on to present my advertisement include TV, magazines, social media posts, stadium arena ads, and sports team sponsorships. I chose the TV channels because of the variety of methods you could use. There are so many channels with so many people watching. I would utilize the lacrosse cleats ad on sporting channels, including ESPN, ACC Network. ACC is the best division for lacrosse. Many high school and college level kids like to read magazines for short reads, so that's why I decided on magazines. Especially Sports Illustrated had me entertained and engaged every time I got my hands on one. So if our advertisement were in one of their magazines, it would be extremely beneficial to target those young kids. I chose social media because social media is the best form of advertisement in the modern world. I believe right now. I would utilize the major platforms include Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. All of those platforms target our ideal audience and contain millions of users, so that's always beneficial. Almost every high school level to college student has a social media and utilize it all the time. And then for stadiums and arena ads, those are good channels to utilize ads because you already know your audience just from your location. I would try to focus on setting up my advertisements in current college football stadiums and current lacrosse stadiums, which are football stadiums, all across the nation. Because, I mean, if you got people going to those stadiums, you know that they're interested in sports. You know their mindset going into those games. And then for sports team sponsorships, it would be great to have certain teams and players be sponsored by our Nike cleats. I would like for collegiate level lacrosse teams to utilize our products, and also players like Paul Rabel, have those sponsorships. That's my media plan. And then to conclude my campaign, the Nike Huarache lacrosse cleats are the best you will ever find on the market. The amount of precision and research that goes into making these cleats are leaps and bounds over any other competition. Nike is also known as the best of the best in almost every category they compete in. So why wouldn't you as a consumer want to have the best of the best in something you grind in like lacrosse? These cleats are the king of the modern world and will continue to lead at the top into the future. Thank you.